All right, you ready? We've got another day working in the shop. So today, it's actually been pretty nice out the last little while. We've kind of been in a last week or so. It's been right around 0. So it kind of melts, snows a little bit, melts, snows a little bit. But we have been working on the Blazer. Obviously, we've got the engine on underway. Today we are going to make it a long block, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so got her flipped over. Pretty much everything on the bottom end is good to go. Next up we're going to do, make it a long block. So we're going to get the lifters in there, put the heads on, valley cover. Might even get to testing out the supercharger stage, so that's all going to fit on there. So first thing you got to do is make sure you go over the decks. I scraped them all off and spent too much time cleaning them already. But, you know, I've been putting it together for a bit here, so I just want to make sure there's nothing on there. Make sure the gasket's going to seal properly. Looks good. Alright, put a nice new ICT valley cover on. New gasket. Okay, so that's all short together. Everything's torqued, ready to go. We just gotta pop the heads on now. I'm not certain if I talked a ton about the heads or not yet. I figured maybe I'd give you a quick little look. So these are LSA Heads factory, and these ones have been ported by Filter. As you can see, it's got a nice porting on the intake there. And then of course it's got the dual valve springs, titanium retainers, you know, the good stuff. I had my dad go through and just make sure all the seals and everything were good, lap the valves in, everything's all sealing nice. Got the decks cleaned up, so pretty much we're just gonna pop our LS9 head gaskets on there and torque these babies down. So 25, 50, 75. And then do the low ones after. Okay, now we go to 50. 50 on the other side. Now all the way to 75. There we go. All right, and there we have it. So, official long block. It's looking good. I'm actually really liking the gold. Usually I'll paint my stuff orange, just for Chevy orange, but this is what Amy wanted, and honestly, I think it turned out really good. Kind of matches the pan. So I've got some valve covers I'm gonna throw on. I'm gonna throw the blower on there just so we can kind of get an idea of what it's gonna look like all together. I think I'm gonna put my this thing there just to kind of support the engine when I put the blower on it. I don't know if you can tell, but it looks like it's leaning a little bit. I mean, the stand is supposed to be good for 750 pounds, but I don't really feel comfortable, you know, having the iron block on here and then putting the supercharger on it when it's already leaning. So we're gonna pump that up a little bit and then we will test fit the other stuff. Okay, got our valve covers we're gonna throw on there. They're just natural right now. I might paint them, I was actually gonna paint them gold, but after looking at it, I might actually paint them black or possibly leave them natural, just to kind of match the heads. We'll see once we get everything on there. All right, I think that's looking really good. Just pump that up a little bit. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, but rather safe than sorry. So let's grab the blower. It's not the lightest thing, that's for sure. Looks like it's gonna sit right about there. Looking pretty good. I've also got my accessories. I'm gonna try bolting those on. Damn, that's taking shape. I like it. Do a little walk around. Hell yeah, I'm getting excited now. Next step. I mean, I guess the biggest thing we gotta do is we have to remember, I just threw these valve covers on for just to see how it looks. I still have to put all of the rocker stands, push rods in there, make sure that's all working. These rockers also came from the same guy. They've got the trunnion upgrade. So those are good to go. Stock rockers, I've never really had issues with them. Trunnion upgrade is just extra peace of mind, right? Another exciting news is one of the local guys here is actually twin turboing his V2. So we were able to score some parts off of that. This bracket here in particular is actually really hard to find. So I'm really thankful that we were able to get that stuff. We pulled the damper out of the truck and the fuel rails we bought off customer. So those basically everything's pretty much ready to go together. The water pump came in for it. So yeah, next step is just going to be, I mean, I might test fit the accessories on it right now. But I'm thinking I'll probably just throw it in the truck and then I can test them in there. It looks like everything on here is going to clear. Like I was a little worried about this. My reservoir is supposed to sit in there for the power steering, but I think we can just relocate that fairly easily. I've got to get an alternator for it, and I think I'm mixing the 6-rib tensioner still too. So I'm gonna have to get that coming. But yeah, oh, I guess one thing that I was gonna mention is the lower pulley that we've gone with is the 955. So if you calculate it out with the stock upper 3-inch, that's gonna give us about 20,000 RPM on the blower. I figured that should be pretty much perfect for what we're doing. Probably make like 10, 12 pounds of boost at our altitude. Hoping for 600 wheel. And then obviously we can dial it back from there if we're going to be doing our bracket racing basically in Miles of Mayhem. So we have to get a 750. So we'll spin the blower a little faster, make sure that in the worst DA days we can still reach our 750. And then on the really good days, we'll pull a little bit of timing to keep it going, or slow it down a little bit, I should say. But yeah, so I think we're going to call that for the video here today. Look at the jewelry, and then basically get ready to swap it into the truck. So I'm gonna flip the truck around and then start tearing into that.